bit. Peter Cardillo is Chief Market Economist at Spartan Capital Securities. Peter, good to have you with us here. Thank you very much for your time. Just a quick word on the US action overnight. And by the way, I was kind of referring to this tight correlation over the last few years between the Nifty and the Nasdaq. It's been true. I mean, two best markets, one the emerging world, and the other one, of course, in the developed world. And this year, the Nasdaq is up some 13-14%. We are up about 5.5% odd. Just your thoughts on that as well, Peter, if you track that.
Sure. Well, to begin with, we had a very nasty session yesterday on Wall Street, and that was due to the fact that yields backed up, and of course now there's the market is looking forward, and the realization is that yields are probably not going to be cut until the latter part of the fourth quarter. But that really wasn't a surprise, I don't think. That's been now the projections over the past let's say 6 or 7 weeks. But I think what really prompted the market to slip was the fact that the market was ripe for some sort of a pullback. And of course, the yield factor, rising yields, gave the market what it needed to pull back. And so I think as we go forward, we'll probably see that the Fed minutes, of course, they related to what happened 6 weeks ago and not presently. So I think next week, when we have the PCE price inflation index, I think we'll probably see a notch to lower rates, and that probably will relieve the market somewhat. In terms of the emerging markets and the U.S. markets and the differential in the rise in the Nasdaq, I think that can be addressed by saying that we've had a strong earnings season, and most of the big tech stocks reported better than expected earnings, and I think that may have been one of the reasons why we see this divergence. However, it's not anything new. It's consistent, so I really don't put too much into it.
Okay. Do you want to leave us with one word on how to approach Asian economies like India, Peter? Because, we're having a good run so far. A lot of things are working in our favor, whether it is the growth picking up, crude prices are lower, earnings are picking up as well. And the expectation is that there will be policy continuity post the general elections, the counting of votes on the 4th of June. Your thoughts on how to approach it from here?
Well, I'm very bullish on India. I have been, and I think that it's just a matter of time before India becomes the number 2 economy in the world, especially in the tech sector. So I think it's going in the right direction. Of course, there can always be a foul play somewhere along the line. Maybe the elections might not come in as warranted. You might not have inflation to stay too low, even though it's going into the right direction. So there's always some foul play along the line. But in general, your economy is doing well, and I think there are great perspectives for the country and for the stock market as well.
All right, Peter, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for your time. Great speaking with you. And, it's always good to sort of get that perspective across.